Hello. Today I entitled my video from the love of his life to his worst enemy. How come that at one point in your abusive or toxic relationship you were the best woman ever, and then you became the witch, horrible, rude, and not possible to live with? At the second part of the video, I will also talk how to stand firm and not believe the lies of your toxic partner who is smearing your name. If you are new to my channel, my name is Christina J. I am a relationship, life purpose, confidence, and happiness life coach, helping hurting, emotionally abused women to get back their power, courage, and confidence without feeling guilty and embrace their true happiness in finding their unique life's purpose. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please do. If you lived in a toxic relationship for years, you remained there because you were feeling obligated and guilty. You were afraid to leave because of other people's judgment, and you tried to cling to that toxic hope that one day it will be better yet. You have been stuck in the abusive cycle of honeymoon, growing tension, and explosion. You have created that trauma bond. You have tried to minimize the abuse and see just the positive side of your partner, just the good times. You tried to cling to those compliments you got, to appreciate the flowers he bought, to pretend that you are a happy partner getting those little crumbs of attention. Deep inside, you have always been hurting, but you remained. You tried to ask for some changes, but all that was just in vain. He played the mind games with you, gaslighted you, and whenever he was wrong in his words or actions, you thought it was your fault because he made you feel this way. He also praised you and worshipped you in front of other people, saying that you are the best mom, the best wife, awesome sexual partner, kind, understanding, forgiving, not like some other women who are demanding, rude, and selfish. You need to understand that all this was done just to keep you besides him. Who would not want a woman besides who is submissive and kind and forgiving, not asking anything back while being treated poorly, who remains in the unhealthy relationship no matter what? A toxic partner can live his life to the fullest, doing whatever he wants to do with his time, with his money, chasing his dreams or other women, going out with his buddies while you are taking care of kids and house. He can buy what he wants to buy, he can go where he wants to go, and he knows he will come back home and you still will be there waiting for him. The house is in order, the kids are taken care of, nicely cooked supper on the table, sex at night. What else he would want from you? He basically lives his egocentric life of his dreams, doing what he wants to do, and you are always besides him, no matter how he treats you. He can be rude, mean, angry, unfaithful, overall too busy for you or kids, disrespectful to others, entitled, controlling, but you are still besides him, asking for nothing in return. Of course, you are the best, the most beautiful, kind, sexiest, smartest, outstanding, the woman of his dreams. In those moments of despair, when you feel so alone, invalidated, not noticed, and rejected, and you dare to ask for some of his time, support, or help, you try to communicate that what he does is not necessarily right. After that, you are getting an angry outburst from his side. You are shushed right away, and you walk away from disagreement feeling guilty and confused, thinking maybe you asked something that was too much. And after the disagreement, he's turning into a kind person again, compliments you, buys you flowers, and that makes you calm down and remain in the fog of the unhealthy relationship. You can remain in a toxic relationship for months, years, or decades, not realizing that you are actually being abused, not being aware that in the process of all that, you have lost your true identity, your joy, your dreams, your passion. At one point in your life, you have been dreaming of totally different loving relationship and beautiful future for yourself and your kids. But you were made to believe that this toxic relationship is the best thing that could have ever happened to you. Nevertheless, slowly but surely, his indifference, lack of empathy, busyness, manipulation, controlling, his lies, belittling gets to you. You start noticing other healthy couples. You compare their relationship to yours. You start evaluating your relationship with your partner. You start seeing unhealthy patterns. You begin learning about healthy and toxic relationships, about emotional, verbal, and narcissistic abuse, and start realizing that you have been living in a big lie. He said you were the woman of his life because you fulfilled all his needs, and it was handy for him to have you by his side as an object who belongs to him. But now, when you decided to talk about your needs, he doesn't like that. You understood that it is normal to have needs and for you to try get these needs met. You want to be treated with a healthy love, kindness, and respect. You want to be an equal partner. No. All that has never been in the worst nightmare of your toxic partner. He does not want any changes. He wants peace, and he wants all things remaining the same. But now you started standing firm on your ground, and you want those positive changes in your relationship. Well, guess what? After you expressed all that, the war has started. The toxic person does not want to make any changes. He does not want to meet your needs. Why bother? The life he had with you before was awesome, and now you want some stupid changes. He will try to use guilt and shame into making you think that wanting anything more than his crumbs of kindness, loyalty, and attention or affection during some good days is somehow you asking too much. He tries to guilt trip you and manipulate you in making to believe that you are really asking too much, and just maybe you will drop off all of your requirements for your needs and your newly acquired knowledge about a healthy relationship. But if you continue to stand up for what is right, and you continue setting those healthy boundaries for the first time in your lifetime, you ask to be treated with healthy love, you want to know more about your finances, you want him to balance out the free time, you want his help and attention, you want to be respected and heard. In this case, he will accuse you of being mean and narcissistic. He will use all kinds of tactics just to get the old you, the vulnerable you, the quiet you, the submissive you back. You can check my video about partner's reaction when you ask for a change, and link is above. You asking for a healthy love will make you the worst enemy of a toxic partner. Now, all white has turned into black. You are not the best, the kindest, the sexiest, the smartest anymore. The toxic partner will let you know directly or indirectly that you have no right to call him on any of his behavior ever. You will be told that you are selfish, self-centered, self-serving, mean, rude, arrogant, want too much, expect too much, unrealistic, self-seeking, and just plain full of yourself. And because of that, you have not earned to be treated with respect. I will use the quote from the book Out of the Fog, Moving from Confusion to Clarity After Narcissistic Abuse by Dana Morningstar. You are made to feel that you are selfish, grasping, greedy, entitled, self-serving, self-centered, boundary-busting, uncharitable, unchristian, unreasonable, unforgiving, wrong, crazy, bad, weak, too needy, too bossy. And you are in fact asking him to become superhuman, asking for too much and more than a human can bear. to ask them to make any change in their behavior at all. The very fact that you even ask for any behavior at all to stop makes them turn on you. In their mind, there is not a shred of doubt. You are the one who is and has the problem. End of quote. After all that being said to you, you are so busy sorting through your partner's response to you that contains a million elements that you even start losing the original subject of what caused you to raise the issue in the first place. On top of that, toxic person, seeing that you are still standing on your ground, starts the smear campaign against you, tells all his friends, his and your family members, church people, what unreasonable, mean, cold, and selfish person you have become. And some of your closest people actually will start believing him. I will create yet a video on smear campaign. But after all that pressure from his side, from friends and family side, you become confused and enmeshed and mired in sorting out answers to questions like, am I too demanding? Do I expect too much? Did I become selfish? Am I too judgmental? Am I being controlling? What traits do I really have? How does the healthy relationship look indeed? What do I deserve? Later, doubts start creeping even more intensely. You thinking, maybe I'm in the wrong here. Maybe I'm being too hard on him. Maybe I'm asking too much. Maybe he's the way he is because his dad treated him poorly. Maybe he does not know any better. Maybe. A million maybe reasons now to minimize the abuse, and you start losing the battle. That is what your toxic partner wants. He wants the old you back, and he does not want any real changes. Therefore, he will do all things possible to make you doubt your reality, to picture you as a bad guy, as a mean, rude, selfish, and demanding, in hopes you will break at one point and will get back to the old ways of the old you and him. You kind of want to be praised, you want to be called the best, the most beautiful, the smartest, the sexiest, instead of being a witch in his own or others' eyes. That is when you need to stop and guard your heart and your thoughts. How to not give in to that? How to stand firm and courageous in this battle against toxicity? How not to believe his lies about who you are? I will reveal 10 points. Number 1, see yourself for who you truly are. Know your true value as a precious daughter of God. Remind yourself of your good qualities. Write down your strengths, your sweet and kind acts towards others and even him. Praise yourself and use positive affirmations. Number 2, work on your thoughts. Cast away the negative thoughts about yourself. Stop believing the lies of an abusive person or his flying monkeys who teamed up with him in the smear campaign against you. Toxic people will see in you that what they don't want to acknowledge about themselves. It's called projection. You could be the kindest, most generous, hardest working person on the planet, and toxic person will turn himself inside out trying to convince you that you are a liar, unfair, nasty, mean, and demanding. See it for what it is. You know the truth. Even if they never will, you know who you are. So whenever you hear yourself doubting your own goodness, your good qualities, stop and change the negative self-talk into positive. You need to learn to filter your thoughts. Number 3, be true to yourself about this relationship, which looks more like manipulationship. It has always been based around one person, your toxic partner, who continually was doing whatever he wanted to do, with whomever he wanted to do, as much as he wanted to do. And if he ever was caught in that behavior, or you tried to make him accountable, he would always deny it, blame you, others, or circumstances for that. Understand that your relationship has never been a healthy one, Acknowledge the truth. You are stuck in toxicity with a toxic person, and his mean words towards you does not describe who you are. Number 4, surround yourself with healthy, loving, and supportive people. Have your own tribe. Enroll into different support groups. Go visit your best friend. Chat, pray together, go for walks, do the reality check. Your true friends and family members know who you truly are and love you. Therefore, spending time with them and talking with them will bring you back to your senses, your reality, and will quiet the voice of a toxic partner that was echoing in your ears that you are the opposite of kind, caring, and loving person. Number 5, study, study, and study. Learn and learn and learn. Study more about different forms of abuse, narcissists, smear campaigns, healthy and unhealthy relationships. Read books, articles, and watch videos on that. That will help you to get the real picture of your relationship and also predict the next moves of your abusive and toxic partner. This way you will be more prepared and strong to stand against his attacks to smear your name. Number 6, practice self-care. Meditate, journal, listen to music, go for nature walks. Find a good counselor or a life coach to help you deal with all the craziness in your toxic relationship. Spend time alone. Do things that bring you hope, joy, and helps you feel good about yourself. Number 7, go limited contact with your toxic partner. Learn to detach emotionally. When your partner starts seeing you as his enemy, after you asked him for some changes, try not to take it personally. When he starts belittling you and calling you different names, as well as describing you as the worst of the worst, try not to take those things or his behaviors personally. Just detach. Create that safe bubble that whatever attacks come your way from your partner, it would just bounce off you. Remain emotionally detached. Do not show him that him saying that you are mean, rude, demanding, horrible woman somehow affects you. Just stay calm and move on. Number 8, continue enforcing healthy boundaries with your toxic partner and all people around you during this time. The first thing you need to learn is that the person who is angry at you for setting boundaries is the one with the problem. And in this case, that is your toxic partner. Maintaining your boundaries is good for other people. It will help them to learn to respect you and others. By knowing exactly what you tolerate and what you won't and why, you can decide how far you are willing to let your toxic partner go. Be ready to listen to that voice inside of you that lets you know when something is not right. It's powerful and rarely wrong, if ever. Whatever someone else or your toxic partner in this regard thinks it's right or wrong does not matter. What matters is whether it's right or wrong for you. Your partner might think it's wrong to ask an apology from his side when he hurt you, but you know it is right, then ask for it. You know does not try to be gone every weekend with his buddies when you ask to spend time with the family. Hence your partner thinks it is wrong to be nagging him. You still express your expectations respectfully and calmly. Toxic people hate boundaries, but you need to keep up good work setting them and following through some consequences if the boundaries are being crossed. Number 9, do not wait for the toxic partner's approval. You really don't need it. Don't ever look for the approval or appreciation from your toxic partner. You won't get it unless it comes with a condition. You'll constantly feel drained because he draws on your open heart, your emotional generosity, your compassion, and your humanity, and he gives absolutely nothing back. You have figured out by now that if you are quiet and ask for nothing back, then you are the best. But if you ask your needs to be met and try to make your partner accountable for his toxic behavior, then you are the worst. You need to appreciate yourself for who you are. You need to accept the truth that you are a beautiful, caring, kind, worthy of love woman. Do not go crazy if you are not getting any approval from your toxic partner. Instead, you are getting the opposite: disapproval, indifference, emotional coldness, name calling. Know your true value in God's eyes. And when your partner disapproves you, you can say, well, you have the right to your opinion. I know who I am. I'm kind, caring, loving, respectful, generous, and selfless woman. And number 10, pray and study God's word. This step is crucial for every Christian woman. Your prayer time, your time studying God's word is your strength. It helps so much when you have those moments of self-doubt, when your character is being attacked, when you want to just give up, get back to the abusive cycle, and ask for nothing from your partner. God can give you peace and assurance that you are asking for a healthy thing. You are asking to be loved and cared of. And that is a healthy human need. Lord will remind you through his word that you are worthy of kindness and respect, and also will help you to remain calm, respectful, forgiving, and not carrying any grudge, anger, or resentment towards your abusive and toxic partner. It is not easy to hear all those hurtful words from your toxic partner after you ask for some change in your relationship. But please remain strong and courageous. You will overcome it. This period will come to an end. It will not last forever. The people that were recruited as flying monkeys by your toxic partner, sooner or later will see what is what and who is who. So do not worry about trying to defend yourself, to prove your innocence in this relational drama, to prove that you are right and he's wrong. Just leave it there. Keep up good work, continue being the true you, and people eventually will distinguish between good and evil, right and wrong, black and white. Silence those voices that you are hearing in your head, which are echoing your toxic partner, that you are rude, demanding, mean, selfish, toxic. Remind yourself every day that all that is a big lie, because you know who you are. Beautiful, kind, loving, and caring woman. Well, thanks for staying with me till the end. Please like and subscribe to my channel and help it grow. Check my previous videos about toxic relationship. Why is it so hard to just leave? And how to end the suffering in the unhealthy relationship. I see you next time, and bye for now.